Maybe you were wrong for the first time, and maybe I was looking for a lifeline, someone to hold on to, something I thought was truth, so tell the truth. But I can't let you go, and maybe you found someone. I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go. But I can't let you go. And maybe you found someone. I'm better off alone. Something better came along. Maybe I was wrong for the first time, and maybe this was all just in my mind. We'll rise and fall and start again. God knows when we'll reach the end, and every single thing might fall apart. But I can't let you go. And maybe you found someone. I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go. But I can't let you go. And maybe you found someone. I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go.
Don't make a sound, or you'll give us all away. In this war ground, we're lucky to last the day. Take the weapon from my shaking fingers. All I want is freedom from this home. Don't make
Okie dokie, thank you all for waiting. Kettle has not boiled yet, but I figured we could go explore some things before it's ready. That's a sad sounding song. Put in the microwave? No! No way, DB, that is some heinous bullshit there. Also, hi, how are you doing? Just burped. Mary had a little lamb. Are you proud of me, Dad? So proud. But yeah, preparing tea or pasta in the microwave is not okay. Like, microwaves are for reheating, not for creating in the first spot. in the first place. Thank you, tree. What a good tree. I love trees. Had a good day yesterday, so I'm trying to reenact those vibes. Meant put the whole kettle in the microwave. Oh, yeah, that's a grand idea. A metal kettle in the microwave. There's something in the sand. Would have been buried completely by the sand if not for this tree. A dented golden telescope. It looks like it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. No inscription. Wah. Alrighty. My name is Kettle. It's not the kettle, that's me crying behind you. Aw. Well, come here and get a hug, DB. Silly lad. I think this comes from the same place as the sextant and the page we found earlier. This should make the site easier to find. Hell yes! Okay, cool. So there's a big ol' rock. When I get back to Elbreth, I swear by the goddess, I will diddle every teacup. I'm going to drink a river. A path! The channel seems to get narrower. But there's no way to know if it leads anywhere at all. Well, Styx can always hopper us, I'm not concerned. If there is no shelter, I fear you will not make it back. Well, it's too late now, huh? Whoops. You have bubble tea? I want bubble tea. I almost ordered bubble tea last night, but I didn't. I ended up not ordering from anywhere because everything went funky and I just had cookies and baby carrots and hummus instead.
Then we rounded a corner in the rock, and we saw it.
It's just like the one in the garden of the emperors. Although this moon couldn't be more different. I'm still panting. Partner gets his haircut next to a bubble tea place called Tea Ninja. That's a great name. Well done, mistress. Of course, I never doubted it would be here. I hope this place is worth it. No, it's not carbonated. Who knows? But it is certainly a find. The ruins will provide a wind shadow, mistress. You are safe. Okay, that's great. I want to look around the outside before we comment on the gate. Because you never know what's lying in wait, what's hidden in the sand, what tiny inscriptions are off in a corner. I don't think I meant to see any of this over here, but I gotta. Why can't I just look at the window? Do-da-da-beep-ba-ba-dum. I'm holding on, holding on, holding on. Alright, I think this is the only spot. An inscription. Yeah. We've seen this kind of gate before in the Emperor's Secret Garden. This site must be from a similar period, just as we were expecting. Well, translate it. On the top bar of the gate, symbols embossed into the metal. Ancient. Eternity. Here's me. Here. Or here. Eternity. here. What's the middle word? I believe you can be confident of your translation for eternity. And here must be right too. Yes! 'Cause we're a badass translator. Launch. Back. Drinks? I don't think it's drinks. I think it's something about begins. 'Cause if you launch something, you're beginning a voyage, right? Eternity begins here. What does that mean? And Kaya said, that's silly. We can't die if the Withering Palace still stands, and that'll never fall. But what does that mean? It does not sound good. Yeah, it does. It sounds super cool, and I'm super excited. Let's see what we find inside.
We stepped through the ancient gate. The wind outside dropped to a hollow moan.
Hollow moan. Hollow. I really hope we don't have to go back through the storm. I am unsure I could even allow you to try, mistress. Did this ever open? Perhaps, mistress. But I do not think it will open now. I like that the symbols for, like, all things involving time have that circle in a circle. Like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending a beginning. God, I love Blue Sky. Blue Sky, Black Death. There is an inscription! Another inscription. And Toasty, thank you for contributing to Movie Time. I think we will definitely have a movie at the end of the month. Place of place is correct. We've been confirming a lot of translations today. So this is an object. Build and join. Mystery, day, need, or want. Or healing. I mean, if you join your flesh, it heals, right? If you suture it back together. A hospital? Maybe. Was this a hospital? Safely away from everyone else? Did Kaya die here after all? I don't think it's a hospital. And I don't know if healing is the right word. But we'll see. And DB, thank you for contributing as well. This door's open. But the gap's too narrow to slide through. So push it. Push it. Push it. And it's jammed. Ballsack. Gooseballs. We'll have to find a way around. Alright, well, we will. We will. Look out there. And this is a hell of a place to travel to if someone's gonna heal you. It's like some kind of nightmare. The winds outside must be blowing from somewhere, mistress. From my butt! There must be a wellspring here generating dust. Oh! So the flow is still here, but the water's not?
The room was filled with rows and rows of books.
So this is a library? A palace of knowledge? Withering as paper withers? Perhaps, mistress. It is an interesting theory. Seems a bit of a stretch, however. Well, do you have other ideas? Someone leapt up in a hurry, I suppose. And it looks like they dropped something. A book! Here, in the crack between the stones. Not a book. A solid leather knife? Or a knife for leather. I think it dates from the Steel Empire. Mistress, there is blood on the blade. Not much, but some. I can't see it. Can human blood? I mean, what other blood? Is it like lizard blood? Music is getting intense. It does. It's so good. Can that help us track where it came from? I do not believe so. Except to say, this is Ioxian blood. How can you tell? You can tell where blood comes from? Only blood from Iox. Evidently, it is a particularly insular community. That's a polite way of saying inbred. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription on the hilt. I'd say it comes from Steel Empire. This should help us work out where to look for its location. Getting cozy today. The sun is out. But it's not on me, so I'm not as warm as I could be. There's ancient here. Lots of it. Book, 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 book. Yeah, that is a lot. This one is several words. Hold on, let me scoot stuff around. Water over here. Tea where I can reach it more easily. Okay, so we've got Empress. We've got Palace. We've got, what was this? Story? Talked? Yeah. Withering. 'Cause plant, but growing, but not alive. B. Built? Was that built? Scroll over. There you go. And there's one. I don't think that is one, but we'll see. It's not right. It's windy and dark here today, which is unusual. Oh, yeah. Does it not get too windy over there? Okay. So Emperor, or Empress. There's Palace. There's Talked. Withering. B. That translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another possibility. Okay. So we got Withering. We got B. We've got Palace and Empress. A lot of glyphs, but I'm confident it says Withering. Plants no grow good. That's what it says. Last. So this would be first, I'm guessing. Yep. Haha! First. I guessed before I looked at the options, which makes me feel real smart. So this is buried or lead. I think this was in, so not in. This is also in story and told and tells. The first Empress demanded or ruled makes more sense. Ruled Withering Palace B. Let's see what this word could be. It's related to build. It could be past tense, which makes sense because this is also in story. And night follows day, so that makes sense that would be in there. First Empress demanded the Withering Palace. That makes sense with the rest of the sentence. Demanded that the Withering Palace be built. I could still change my mind, but First Empress demanded Withering Palace be built. The First Empress built this place? And why make it withering?
Madam, your phone is
That's an
ringing.
amazing record to have found just lying
Your
around.
phone is ringing.
1 second. It's one of those scam calls. Unstable Deus, how you doing? Character is like a 6. I think it seems to indicate past tense. Yes. Sort of. Kind of. Evidently, it is both like and unlike the Emperor's Secret Garden. Because it's used in... It's a loose idea of past tense. It's not strictly past tense. Because night is not a past tense thing, right? But it does come after the daytime. Wang would love this place if he could make it through the dust. I am certain he could not. Take a book. Just take any old book. I would look at every single book. I'd spend so many days here. The Chronicles of Mazwai. It's the book Wang is always reading. There is something in the order of 600 copies of Mazwai on Iox Mistress, but this one is not from Iox Mistress. Cool. So I wonder if it's been changed at all. I would be curious to compare them. Maybe there's a way through across the roof. I will also try the door. Mistress, please do not plummet anywhere. But I like to search the area that I'm in before I move on from it. Papers! More sequences! Woo! No kidding, I would have never guessed. Well, to be fair, we have found a lot of things that were not from the location we found them. Under. Buy. Harvest. And await. What else we got? Voices. No, that's I or me. Yup. Silence, I think, not voices. Because I think the voices verb is... My guess is that these are actually connected. That from here, which indicates a verb-like thing, to here is one phrase. So I'm thinking this is actually silence. But it is kind of a guess. We don't even know which words are words yet. To be fair. Okay, so we've got me and buy and harvest and can't be the word for harvest. Is it live then? Then what is this word? Field? Sever. Harbor. Fire? Fire doesn't make sense if it's in harbor. So it's either fire or field. I always thought this looked like lightning. So I feel like fire is more appropriate, but why is it in the word for harbor then? Let's see, this is descend. So we've got descend and speak in here. So maybe this is listen. I don't think it's follow, because follow would have this, because this is like a movement indicator. And it's a verb. And it doesn't have any of the eyeball ones that I'm used to. The ones for like, this is related to eyeballs or the top of the body. See, go. This is go. So not go down. So sit. That makes sense. If you're not going and you're staying and you're low, you're sitting. Sit by the fire and listen. Stay a while and listen to me. Harbors are used to export goods. Make them leave just as fire destroy things. This kind of indicates some sort of... I simplified in my brain as an element or like a fundamental thing that's observable. So not exactly an object, because fire is not quite an object, right? And it's just this middle symbol that changes. So like water has a bunch of squigglies going horizontally in between the curly Q and the backwards comma. Which is why previously we had said harvest, even though these don't really look like plants to me. But they didn't have any other options in the options that they gave me that were close at the time. Because I think harvest would have the plant symbol in it. So that's probably correct. Sit by the fire and listen to me. Oh, there's more stairs. Oh my gosh, there's statues. I got the excited flappy hands. I must be tired. For a moment, I mistook them for giants. So, yeah. Your excitement is amazing. Thank you. I'm very expressive. I can't help it. Oh, something in the sand! Fuck yeah, dude. Almost completely buried. A scrap from a river chart. It looks like something from ancient times. Looks like there's some writing around the outline of a cloud. Love how pure your emotions are, never change. I'm very hobbity in a lot of ways. Where, like, I have very strong emotions, excitement and joy being in the forefront, but also that, like, I bounce back emotionally somewhat quickly, and I eat all the time. And I love giving people presents. I don't think this is stars, but stars does fit there. Rivers, life, upon. Yeah, I didn't think that was stars. You gave me stars anyway. And I said, I don't think so, honey. I think this is like the heavens. That's my guess. We'll have to see if I'm right. Where did this go? Oh, I put that in there already. Just kidding. Forgot where I was. I think life must be right. Hell yeah. So like a spark and this. So this is star, but also place. So this is a place in, yeah, sky. Heavens, sky. Sky god. This is a verb, and it is related to hold. I don't don't think it's breathes, because I'm not seeing anything mouth-like. I feel like we would have the symbol for tell or speak or sing. Or similar symbols. Upon the rivers. Sky God defends. I don't think it's defends. Comes life upon the rivers. Oh no, Sky God, no! I gotta just... It's the Sky God jizzed into the rivers, and that's what the rivers are made of. It's Sky God jizz. Thanks. Thanks, chat. I like giving presents, but I have a hard time accepting them. I mean, I'll never turn one away, but I feel guilty. I only get shy about it if someone asks to give me something. Then I'm like, no. Because I feel like I have the opportunity to be like, you don't have to do anything for me. But once it's already done, like the choice that I have in the matter is already gone. It's like, so any guilt associated with receiving it is gone. Because they didn't give me a chance to refuse it. They're just like, here, I've done the thing already. I'm just like, thank you, that's so nice. Do you want demigods? Because that's how you get demigods. Hey, Kit, how you doing? You're just in time to learn that the Sky God jizzes life upon the rivers. So this is related to up. I don't think any of these are right. I'm going to guess breathe, though, because it makes grammatical sense in the sentence. And you can also hold your breath. And this... like exaggerated lowercase I, tends to indicate something that is up. So in the body, the mouth where your breath comes from is in the higher portion of your body. The sky is up there. This has a little X to indicate low, so it's not high. Dawn, that involves the sun. The sun is up there. So I think breathes is correct. So you see, we only have these options. Because otherwise, if I were going to create the word for breathe, it would involve the word, or the symbol for tell, which is kind of like the 6 that we were talking about, like this. Like this with some little, like, marks near it. I can't show it to you, really. Wasn't jizz in river part of some Egyptian myth? Was it really? I'm not really that surprised. I'm just not aware of that particular myth. Okay, I'm resting before I get packages today. Very nice. Hope you're getting lots of good rest. It's time to diddle my tea. And Sky God with breathing, that makes sense. Sky, wind. This comes from the same source as the Dented Telescope and the Chronicles of Mazwai. We've got lots of leads on the site of the ancient library of the Loop now. Hell yeah! Old gods all be horny on Maine. Yes, the old gods were before their time. Or the Puritans just got, like, real ashamed for no reason. I love it out here. Some people live and die on Iox. They never see anything. And I see everything! To quote Community. Everything! Gets me every time. I think I have a GIF of that saved on Discord. So that if I ever need to reply with everything. A fallen rock. I'm glad I wasn't standing here when that came down. Such an interesting way of thinking. I would never think that. Unless it fell down, like, right before my eyes. I'd be like, whoa, I'm glad I wasn't standing under there. But this could have fallen down 100 years ago. And she's like, oh, fuck, I'm glad I wasn't under it. I'm like, you wouldn't have been. A pit! Pits. There's a pit in the ground down there. It's not unfinished building work. Perhaps the building continues underground? Or maybe it's where bodies were tossed? I made the mistake of not resting Sunday and was sick all day yesterday. I'm so sorry. Jizz everywhere. You go for your stress test tomorrow? No, excuse me. It's the eagle and sun carved into the table. That dates this site beautifully. I'm guessing Empire. Eagle and sun is normally linked to the Empire. A table set for a meeting. Looks like it ended in an argument. Could have been moments ago. But I don't think that it was. Ooh, now here's a view. I can see them more clearly from up here.
A circle of stone gods, staring each other down. Each one daring the others to blink first.
6 of them. 1 I know, but 5 I don't. I cannot wait to go down there. Yesterday was tell your crush their pits looks delicious day. Oh god, that was so funny. We're referencing Mostly Walking from yesterday. That's the show that Sean Plott, Sean Bloom, and Lee Grainer. I always get Sean Bloom's name wrong. I always want to say his old last name. They play adventure games. It added in as old, or blah, blah. It used to be old adventure games, but they've run out of some of the more popular old adventure games, and they do some new ones. They started doing Call of the Sea yesterday, which I watched Will play, and it's a really good game, and I think they'll really enjoy it. Hey, Coffee, how are ya? Keep hitting myself in the nose with a tea bag. Yes, I'm teabagging myself by accident. There's something wedged under here, an iron incense burner. I'd guess it dates from the Steel Empire. And I would say it was a miner's incense burner. Why? Judging by the sturdiness of it. Oh, so miners don't know how to build anything delicate. Doesn't have any carved characters on the glass. Glass incense burner? Most likely this comes from the same site as the knife I found here before. This will make the site easier to locate. So once we find 3, we can triangulate a better location for new spots to go, which is very exciting. But yeah, the whole discussion yesterday with the armpits reminded me of the armpit mops lore that we have here. By the waters. What? I'm glad I'm not doing this in the dark. What? Take a torch! You act like fire doesn't exist! A breach in the wall. This whole structure is intact except here. But there's no boulders. No signs of impact. I think this was demolished. But why? But I can jump this! Do it! I mean, you could just step into the planter and then step in the doorway. You don't have to be dramatic about it. Kit! No, you keep your fire to yourself! What kind of archaeologist can't jump over a small gap? One that gets winded walking up a set of stairs. So long as the stone on the other side doesn't break off, of course. Well, go then. Jump. Do it. That'd be too easy. Fine, that was fine. But I might not try it again. This is the room we glimpsed through the blocked door. Cool. There's a mural. It looks like the same one that we saw in the Emperor's Garden. Similar, apparently. I keep my fire to myself. Just keep it near me, but away from all my belongings, please and thank you. This one is slightly older, even more worn. A line of figures, some stooped, some young. That's what I said! Gathered together, then falling. A bright light. Okay, I didn't see the falling part. That's all I can make out. I've also completely forgotten about 6 in the other room. Just like, it's fine, it's whatever. I'm not going back that way. I just wanted to see out the door. He's so crotchety. She's cranky, the robot's cranky, the wind is cranky. Okay. A makeshift ramp. Oh, there's so many places for me to go. I'm so excited. I want to look around the room first, though. Ah, so the bookshelf fell over. Another book. The ink on this one has run. We better go catch it. I can't believe I said that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. I don't think that's actually Emperor's. That's Palace. Because it's the word for emperor with the word for, like, container or place. Person-y, timey thing. People. Palace people. We know palace people. That's empire. I was like, wait a minute. Palace people. We learned palace people is empire. Don't know what that is exactly. Stay. I don't think this is quite forever. We have and. Or all. And. There's and. Oh, there's will. Empire will stay or stand. Forever. I don't think it's forever. And not stay. Okay. Empire. Will. Forever and ever do a thing. So not. So it's a verb. Not go, but also involving a place. Because this is stay. So I'm going to assume endure. That's a good one. Yeah, that makes the most sense. The empire will endure forever, and so you see knight has this little symbol here. This is an indicator of time. This is some sort of observable thing. So it's not night, it must be day. Forever and a day. Horrible joke. I liked it. Ugh! You make me feel dirty. We had this place down as an empire site. So it's good to confirm that. So it's definitely an empire site. All right, cool. The remains of a fire. Oh, Kit, don't get any ideas. Or do. Somebody huddled here to keep warm, burned what they could find. Books, most likely. Don't burn the books. I know you would never burn books. What have we got? This is a battered compass embossed with the outline of a bird, dating from the earliest days of the nebula? Curious, though. Most compasses point toward Iox. This one doesn't. Out there somewhere. The maker didn't include an inscription along the wing. Books are sacred. I have burned a single book in my life. It was Catcher in the Rye. I fucking hate that book. Most likely this comes from the same source as the scrap of paper and the dented telescope. That suggests people here often travel to both of these two sites. Hell yes! Is this the New World waiting room? Yeah, pretty much. John C's in here sometimes. Sometimes we get Brett, Krolt Pulps, But yes, essentially. A third inscription. Balls, yeah. I'm so excited. This game is so good. Deaths. Be made or built. Deaths will be made or built. I don't think that's right. Not death. Okay. We've still got will be made or built. Made. Okay, so concept about people, but I don't think holy person, I think just person. Not, so this is, death is in there. And then this is watery. Blood, I think. Because water plus death plus person concept, that's blood. And this is a person joining. Will be made. I don't think it's silent. Healthy or hale. And we said this was possibly a house of healing, because I was like, knitting of flesh together makes sense. The water of death. If you lose enough of it, that blood can be the water of death. So blood will be made healthy. This was probably sick. The sick will be made healthy. As much as I want it to be blood, but I'm going to keep it as blood because I'm being stubborn now. But we'll just know that it might be sick, not blood. Barge the door. Hiya! 6, if you're back there, then stand back. I like how we fall in every single time. Like we have no sense of bracing ourselves. This place is wearing me down. You're fine. I have had time to think. There is something about this place, mistress. I cannot, as you might say, put a finger on it. Is this like what happened in the tile-fronted building when 6 started getting memories? I do not think so. She's so cranky. I do not know. Alright, cranky pants. So we can go down this way. I kind of want to explore from out this direction first. Another door, because we came from down there. Stuck fast. Alright. Well, you know I gotta check. A makeshift ramp? That's for robots? This ramp is a door. There's no way it fell like this. Someone made themselves a way through. Someone with a robot. So we could clamber over this way. I want to see if we can walk down. I mean, we can't just walk, can't we?
The rock had been scooped out to make a roof for the courtyard, keeping it safe from the endless storm beyond.
Welcome back, JP. Freshly bathed and with food.
This was a secret place.
Clean and fed, that's how I like to be. But also dirty. Some kind of ritual space. A hospital or something worse. What do you mean worse? Hospital, good. Useful, helpful. There was a chair. What kind of chair? 6 is definitely remembering. Here. In the center of this place. I bet you the pit is for bodies! That's what I fucking said! It's not a place of healing at all. On wheels. I sat down in it, mistress. They put something on my brow. What do you mean, sat? I sat in a chair. Oh, he's definitely the Emperor. Golden, painted, of course, carved with leaves winding up its legs. Faces watching me. I remember the texture of the wood. I could barely lift my head, but I lifted it all the same. Mistress, I was tied. Something's happening to you, Six. You're remembering, and I am all for it. Keep going. There's something here doing something to you. Reminding. I am myself, mistress. I am not surprised if that upsets you. I don't want to say either of these things. So I'm not gonna. I think I know. It's so exciting, I know, right? I am remembering. I know! I am remembering, and yet I have never forgotten. Sweet. I am all for it. There's some carvings here. Yes! But yeah, given what we found in the graveyard, Aaliyah's being a little daft. She's being a little bit dense. Like, that's clearly the recording of someone's consciousness. And we had some sort of indicator earlier.
Just like intercourse.
Just like intercourse. Thank you, Bear, for sticking your viewers in here. How are you doing? Of robots being holy. As well as, like, it's pretty clear to me I'm like 99% sure that Six is the Emperor. I've thought this before, but just getting the confirmation of it is really cool. Just like with the inscriptions, like sometimes you think it's one thing, and then you get more information, it's like, that's not quite right. This fits with your theory from the garden? Sweet. Someone wrote something on this pillar. I've never seen ancient symbols scrawled like this. Written in charcoal, I think. Surprised they survived. And what is that? Maybe many? Because it's one, but with a symbol through it? It's definitely not one. Could be it. I'm gonna guess it. It's not a people thing. This has to do with you and your. I've never seen this before, but also up. We know that the scoop with just a dot in the middle is 1. But 100? I don't fucking know, and your guess is as good as mine. Wonder what this means for the other boys she's thrown out. Oh, the robots? I know, I was thinking that. Because I don't think she threw them away. I think they've been lost in various ways. Like, one of them, she was walking through the markets on Elbreth, and she just turned around and they were gone. I have no idea. I don't think that's it either. Oops, I clicked out of the game. My bad. Resume. I don't think this is right. I don't know if 100 is right, but these are all numbers. So I'm gonna guess 5. Because it's close to 1, but not. I'm I'm cold. Someone warm me up. So 500 and... Who the fuck knows? I don't know what this means. 20? 16? Because maybe this is 10? It's above 10? I don't fucking know. Just a random guess. This is a very random guess. I have no fucking clue. Other than one, we've never seen numbers. I'm fairly sure those two are numbers. But I don't know what this means. Why would it have been in 16? Or 20 or whatever. We'll have to find more numbers. We can clamber down into the pit! I'm not ready to go down in the pit yet. You're cold too? I've warmed up between... Mistress, I do not wish to alarm you. What? But I am sure I heard something moving nearby. Sweet. Zombies? Is it zombies? Oh, did we remark on the stone table, or did I ignore it? Nope. Heavy stone table for sacrifices. Looks like an altar for sacrifices. And it's got the time symbol on the bottoms. Inscriptions! Whoop whoop! I fell in the pit. We all fell in the pit. It's probably warm down there. Something's been chiseled here. Beautiful workmanship. So something about die? Die, you fool. Because there's death. Death is related to open. But it's not a verb. Death is a door? That makes sense. Yeah, there we go. What did they do on this table? Wink wonk. If death is a door, then what's on the other side? Haha! Did people die here? For people who were withering? Tended by robots, perhaps. With all the gods watching. But But Six, who we think is the Emperor, I'm just saying we now. You're part of my brain hole. You're welcome, and I'm sorry. The Reaching God. Most curious. Yes, I see. Remember more! Was tied to a wheelie chair. And I think probably stabbed. And Six is staring at some sort of something over there, but I'm not ready for that yet. Apparently the game is ready for that. Da 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 da. Ooh, there's stuff under there. There's a hole, there's a hole, there's a... But since this is a Holy Empire site, I bet you blood goes down there. The ancient gods shouldn't be here at all. I bet you they stab people over this hole. The Reaching God. This one is the tall god from the cratered moon. Guys, we are learning so much right now. Why does my brain always go to lewd? 'Cause this isn't a word I already know. Have to make a guess. Sky. Pfft. That confirms it. A sky god of sailing and rivers. Hello, sky god. We're off into the pit, yeah. Oh yeah! I was like, you're definitely referencing something, and I don't remember what it was. Now I get it. Game has you wanting to watch Parks and Rec. Mistress, I've completed my analysis of the Hopper Eye. I have sent test packets through and analyzed the minor refractions. I would like to leave now, Mistress. Hell no! but I cannot hopper us from under the rock. You have found 6 ancient artifacts here. I'm not fucking done. We have also pinpointed one new location, a Steel Empire site. May I activate the hopper now, mistress? Absolutely not. What's the matter? Why are you agitated? Are you going to tell me what that hopper does? I observed 2 things about the hopper. Individually, they are of trivial interest. Together, they are unpleasant. Tell me. This eye is flawed, mistress. Internal cracking means it can only reflect some of the information passed to it. Specifically, the physical matrix is not refracted. If used, only the neural mesh would disentangle. Spell it out for me. Even though I think I know, this is where they recorded people. This is where they made them into the... I speak ancient, now whatever language that is. You might hopper into the eye and never arrive. My second finding is, however, more pressing. This hopper is not broken. It has been carefully engineered to function this way. Yes, this is where they recorded the people. But what good is a neural mesh without a physical matrix? Maybe they brought a matrix with them. She's being stupid! Called it! Could a neural mesh be stored? Kaya was. Shall I use the hopper again, mistress? Soon, not yet. Hell no, I'm not ready to get out of here. We've got other gods, we've got holes to look at. Hoppers. The giving goddess. The harvest goddess. Wooden goddess from the tile-fronted building. There's a glyph down there. I see it. Come on. You know it. Just one word. At least it's short. We said that this was blessing. Could be light, but it's place light. Sun? That makes sense. Sun would make plants grow, which would make that... And it said, the inscription on the other one said something like, I watch over your garden. So that makes sense. I shine onto your plants and make them go, yay, I'm happy! That'll explain what it's giving. She doesn't seem convinced. For real, my brain goes to lewd way more since realizing I'm Pan than before I can't escape it. The god from the tile-fronted building. Oh no, this was the one we found in there, was it? And I didn't like the word serpent. I didn't think that that was right, but it was the closest that it gave us at the time. Ancient place ground. So we've got ground and plant. This is still closer than I think everything else is. Everyone is hot, Lecta! Help! I can't help you with that. I'm Pan as well. That would explain the lack of arms, though it doesn't explain why the ancients worshipped snakes. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. The horned goddess, who is also covering her eyes. She's like, bitch. I cannot. Still weeping. No! Her glyph is covered. And here's Kibenya, the water goddess. That one we know. Thank you, Bear, for contributing to Movie Time. It's nice to see an old friend out here. I know these glyphs at her feet. They say water. As we thought. Can't help, I just had a long conversation about kinks with a friend this afternoon. Alright, praying goddess. Don't recognize this one. God? Goddess? I can't tell. Seems curious to assign a gender to a god, mistress. After all, what would they do with it? Fuck. Fuck with it? Make it fluid? These must have been placed here deliberately to mark this god in particular? Move it! A little humping. Just some minor humping. There. More glyphs. Well, maybe you can temper DB out since you're ace. That might tell us who this god is. Ground. I thought earth. So that earth would make sense. Although ground is more of a place than earth. I guess earth is technically a place. Earth? No, leave me alone. I'm not ready for the fucking hopper. Go away from me. I gotta look at the hopper you looked at. There's a hole that I have not inspected. There's a hole over there. There must be something down there. A runoff for water, perhaps. Yes, the water of human beings, which is also known as blood. If this moon ever had any. Drop a stone in. Do you hear it go plunk? I am married and have a girl in Georgia who I'm in a forbidden romance, so I don't find people attractive lately. Could be that you're sick. Probably that you're sick. It's okay, maybe her boyfriend won't last. I missed what happened. What happened? Did I plonk a stone in there? Oh, fuck. Did anyone see? I was busy trying to be with you guys. Weird dream that they started adding blood to a weird health drink for people with anemia, which is stupid because blood will poison you. Can we use it? Do you really want to? No, but you could. It must refract to somewhere. Perhaps it refracts underground. Hell yes! To whatever's down there. To the Rubeski foils. If this hopper directed one underground, mistress, then one would require another hopper inside that space to return. We're gonna explore it. I'm gonna look around the rest of the area. Like, what is this over here? There's clearly things on the ground. Married as well, but we're polyam. Had a date night the other night with friends. We played Monster Camp. And when I told my partner about date night, he got super excited thinking I was dating again. Aw. Felt bad telling him date night was a dating sim with friends. Aw, that's precious. Your partner's very good at compersion. To the pit! But not yet. Got more graffiti. These ones look more promising than the last, I think. Holy, lots of options here. So we had disappeared. Nothing? Because it's sort of like an element, kind of. Can? Or until? I think it's can. It's related to home, but it's a verb. Nothing can live. Ni, complete or cease, protect, defend. I think protect is closer to home. Nothing can protect the... We know palace, and we know of. I said this was maybe soldiers. Palace of... Streams doesn't make sense. It's definitely people. We've got truth, and it's not close enough to gods or goddess or princes. I think we'll keep soldiers. Palace of soldiers from... It's not we, but it's close. Our. Because of we. It's a possessive. Our. I said this was maybe joy. This is sever free, but it's people. This is a people emotion or concept involving possibly fire. I don't... It's not garden. I would guess anger. Because I don't think it's sadness. Because I feel like it would be this with an X in it. Because that kind of indicates opposite, but not really. So I'm going to go with anger. Nothing can protect the palace of soldiers from our anger. I don't think soldiers is right, but I don't like the other words either. Shut up! My interest in genders changes like the wind. Today is a femboy kind of a day. And I'm like, ooh, look at that person, look at that person, look at that person. They're cute, they're adorable, I love them. They seem fun. It's just like so all on the whims. It's gone. There's nothing more. What is gone? The voices are gone. You were hearing voices? What do you think they were? Who? Friends. Children. A whole life's worth. Are they sacrificing children here? I'm confused. I also want to catch up with chat here. Aww. I'm sorry that your ex was a shitlord. Scrolling Twitter is hard. I want to date everyone. I mostly follow friends, so I don't like see new people on Twitter unless I go onto like those hashtags like during I forget what the hashtag was, but it was like gay day. It was it wasn't during Pride, or maybe it was, but like a year ago. But it was like cute gay people being gay and cute, and I was just like, everyone is super hot. I tend to like people until I get to know them. I'm aromantic. A lot of people don't like that. Exes are good at being shit. Not all of them. I follow all the pretty people. I'm not saying that the people I follow aren't pretty, but a lot of them are like friends, so I don't necessarily get super thirsty. Something embedded in the altar. Looks like another hole. Never seen anything like it. It's for blood. It's a device of some sort. So what do you make of it? What's in there, Six? Evidently, it is old, mistress. Evidently, it is very old. Other than old, Tell me something specific, robot. I would estimate the metal in this piece to be nearly 2,500 years old. That's as old as anything we've ever found, but also Great Forge? Another artifact from the Great Forge Oroi mentioned? I'd like to sample a Gay Day candy bar. But we still don't know where the forge existed, or even, is this lined up with the eye? So maybe the foil goes in there, and then they refract into it. Their consciousness refracts into it, that's my guess. I believe it is a hopper source, yes, mistress. A sort of emitter. Although it is clearly defunct. I don't think it's defunct, I think that's where all the things go. But I think they use the life force to power it. I actually spent a good 5 minutes thinking about whether it was okay to like an artist's selfies, because I didn't want to seem thirsty. Also, she deleted it later. It made me wonder if she got creepy comments. That's unfortunate, but I feel like if someone is presenting to the world a photo of themselves, it is okay to like it. All right, I'm going in the hole. I feel bad that we never went into where the ship was unearthed, because I thought 6 was warning me that we weren't going to be able to get back out. But now I'm thinking, he does it all the fucking time, and I should have just gone in and it was probably okay. So if I play this again, I'm definitely not going to listen to 6 when he's like, don't do that.
Empty, cold, stale air.
Stale. What is this place?
A cavernous space all around me.
Leo, what have you found? I don't know, but that's the hole we saw above. And I see light being a couple of light beams, or something to do with the hopper eye. How far down does it go? To the pit, to the pit. I think you're overthinking it, Bear. Like, if they usually post art, then they probably think you're following them for the art. What was that? I'm sure I heard something. I didn't hear anything. Sure of it. Maybe it was the stone I dropped in from above. Maybe it finally hit the bottom. Besides, maybe you just think they're pretty. That's okay. You're allowed to follow people because you think they're pretty and you want to see their pictures. Can we please have some background music? What is that? Aw, it's too faded to read. No. There is music, it's just low. There's something here. See, this is why I walk around. A hefty axe. Dating from the Steel Empire. What's this doing here? Was this how they got in down here? This is mining equipment. So a pickaxe. I was thinking like an axe. And I was like, how do you enter a hole with an axe? Ex-partners seem to find it weird that I like selfies on Twitter. Why? Also, I just assumed that there are certain people who literally just like use the like button as I've acknowledged this, and it didn't make me want to vomit. Like, it's more of a, hey, I saw this and I feel positive about it than anything else. A lot of people just click the button because it's there. That's usually what I think when I see someone liked something. I'm like, they saw it. It did. I saw it and I didn't hate it. Like that's what I think. Hey Iron Imp, how are you? Stopped using social media altogether, discounting Twitch and Discord. Back in 2016, that said, I reckon liking someone's picture they post is just mutual positivity. Or at most, very, very light flirtiness. Yeah, but I feel like most people are not going to see it as flirting because it's so abstract. Use my likes for stuff I like but don't want on my page, or I'd flood my page with retweets. I'm very particular. I use my, well, because it used to be called favorites. I use my favorites as things that I want to return to. It's a curated, with few exceptions, it's a curated list of like art, cats, other cute animals, funny things, and like occasionally something that was really nice. And I feel like someone said something nice to me. But most of the time, it's just like stuff that made me that makes me happy. That like if I'm scrolling back through, I'm like, yes, I would enjoy seeing that again. All right, so we've got the people indicator. We've got lots of plants. We've got trees. So I'm thinking craftsman. Because it's got to be something that's a person. It's not laughter. Master craftsman. It's a pickaxe. Instagram, I pretty much like anything. Yeah, I'm much more free with it on Instagram. I don't follow a whole lot of people. I'd hazard that this comes from the same site as the incense burner and the knife. Presumably, people commonly frequented both locations. But, like, I don't even know where to find stuff that I've liked on Instagram. I don't really know how to use Instagram. So I'm just like, whatever. Boop, 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 boop. I also use Twitter much more for, like, industry stuff. I seem to be whispering. Whisper, whisper. I'm going all the way around the outside like a trailer park girl because I don't want to miss a thing. And I don't want to miss a thing. I don't like it down here one little bit. I don't necessarily like it, but there's definitely stuff that I want to see in here. I almost want to go around a whole nother time, but I will start the trek down instead. Ramps. For robots! No stairs! Because everyone that comes out of this pit is a robot! Because that's how where they send the foils. No, seriously, what was that? Girl, I'm not hearing what you're hearing. I definitely saw something moving. I didn't see anything either. Where are you going? Hey! Who told you to go? Where are you going? Are you trying to go where the light is? Because I'm down with that. I was actually trying to be there, but I'm not controlling this. Gotta drag Seth out and get my packages out. Take care, Lecta. Thank you so much for being here, Kit. It was good to see you. I hope that your stress test goes well and that they figure out how to help you, etc. And I love you, and we'll see you another time. Light from the opening above. The only light down here. Well, there was another splotch. The thing I don't know how to pronounce I saw showed people falling into a light. What happened here? This isn't a good idea. Go down in the pit! You fucking coward. These walkways are steep and narrow. Oh, she's going down in a different direction? No, I don't have control. She refuses. Go in the pit. Go in the pit! Fucking coward. You know what else is steep and narrow? There's another light down there. Maybe a degree of pathology in my aversion to social media. Paradoxically, I want to participate with other minds, but I don't wish to truly be known to people. Huh. Just needs the right music instead of oh. Like, look, there's light down there. It must go right the way down to the court, so go down there. I'm gonna try one more time. This place was built for robots. They were buried in here. Oh. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these robots... Wonder if there's a chamber like this under Iox somewhere. There's nothing down here but darkness. There was another spot of light over there. Stop being such a coward. Alright. I was a really agoraphobic, anxious kid. Might be a bit of an adult hang-on of that. Huh. Well, I'm sorry that you went through that. That sounds like a difficult childhood, but I'm glad that you have mostly gotten past it. Actually, asking, can't think of anything else that is steep and narrow right now. My desire for...
There was something down there. I'm sure of it.
My desire to get in the pit is as steep and narrow. We have collected one more promising artifact here, the axe. Also, we have discovered the existence of one more new location of note, an unknown ancient site. Shall I try the hopper one more time, mistress? I guess so. I think we've seen everything here. Well, I let it fade out. I will take that as a no. Sorry, I was thinking. So we went all along here. We went all over the inside. And that just is the indicator to transition into the other space. Alright, 6. I think we're good. I was as thorough as I can be. Scattered papers. Ah, see, I missed something already. Alright. You just got a Twitter? Hell yeah. Via? I don't think it's actually Via. Can be Via. Hey! Hey over there, you're fucking wrong! B? Can be. It's a bee can. I got myself a bee can. Alright. So we've got something involving time or after. It's not a concept. I'm not sure. It might be past. The past can be. It's very close to find, so found would make sense. Because it is nearly identical with the little, like, this is past or after. That will do for now. Well, I'm thrilled that I found more stuff. I was not expecting to find more things. Because I was as thorough as I could be, but it's really easy to miss stuff in this game. And I think that's definitely by design. Because I feel like it's made to play multiple times, to be played multiple times. You can hopper through this, can't you? I should think so. Alright, let's go. It's all good. Well, I'd hope to keep becoming a better version of myself. I've already made such progress from where I was, and I'm happy with that. Hell yeah! It's super important to be proud of how far you've come. With enough new evidence for an undiscovered site. Yeah. We found so many things and so many inscriptions. So I think we'll take a stop back over to Elbereth. And I need to take my socks off. My feetsies are not terribly warm, but... So we found the Withering Palace. We have narrowed this down. I think it seems like a lot. I feel like this was a big blob, and we cut out this and cut out something there. We could go back to Mersey. Can't go back to Renaka. Or Renaki. Is it QI that's the E? There's a Steel Empire site in there. Unknown Ancient site is here. Necklace of Shells, Curious Altarpiece. So we need at least one more spot to be able to try and get there. I think we found enough things that I want to go back to Elbereth to ask Toppy about them, because more inscriptions, and sometimes we get new stuff which allows us to triangulate new spaces. And then we'll probably do Steel Empire, etc. Ooh, this has us going a whole other direction. All right. I think a positive feeling is to know that young me, if he could meet me, would be like, I can be you. Aww, that's wonderful. That's a beautiful way to look at it. Absolutely. I'm very similar to where I was when I was younger, how I was, but I take less shit. Not that I ever exactly took shit, but like, I'm much less willing to waste my time on people who are not worth it. It's much easier for me to say, like, this person is toxic and shitty. I don't have to be involved with them. Whereas the younger me was like, well, this person who's supposed to be my friend said that she doesn't see us being friends later on, but I'm just going to continue being her friend. Like, what? I'd be like, hell no. If someone did that to me these days, I'd be like, what the fuck what does that mean? First of all, I'd confront them and be like, what the hell kind of a shitty ass thing is that to say? And like, if you don't think that by the goddess and all her fingers, whee! If you don't think that this friendship is like, what does that mean? It's shitty regardless. Okay, you don't see us being friends later on? Well, I don't see us being friends now. There is a new river to the left, which might also reach our destination. Oh, I'm going for it. Going as left as I can. Because sometimes there are ruins in the rivers that we can find artifacts on. Sometimes not. Whee! They're very swoopy, I will say that. It's pretty fun. Another rapid! I love it! This whole area is wild. Do not tame me, daddy! I feel like I'm the same person, but also completely different. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what the thing starting with a J is, but my awes are a treasure. Aww. Thank you. It's like exactly like some things I said to one of my friends, and then she didn't want to be friends with me anymore. Tried my best to make things right. It's okay. I mean, like, the person I'm talking about, this was 7th grade. I'm sure that she's an entirely different person now. Depression has gone down so much. Just so you know. Okay. I would not have guessed that. I was like, Jizzlebeck. And the context in which it was said to me, it was very much... It wasn't like I did something shitty and then she said, I don't see us being friends later on. Like, that I get. If you're trying to confront me about poor behavior and I'm not having it, and then you say that, I'm like, alright. Like, I get it. Makes sense. Jizzing Santa yells, kill! Yeah, that's it. It's a nice feeling to reflect on. For context, a lot of what I'm talking is just growing up autistic in the 80s. I didn't know why I was so weird, but when you get older and have strats... Ruins! And understanding gets easier. Yeah. I can imagine that that was especially challenging. This ruin appears to date from ancient times, mistress. I will investigate. I found a fragment of a pocket-sized book bound in wood. It most likely came from somewhere close to here. The inside cover has been marked, mistress. Just a year ago, I just said something really shitty, and I know why I said it, and I have excuses for why, but I just really feel like a different person over a year later. I think I might have to accept that you lost a very special friendship. Sometimes there's not any way you can fix it, and like, you just have to know that that was unfortunately a learning experience for you, you know? You're also still pretty young, aren't you? How old are you? That's not right. You're 23. Oh, yeah. You are an entirely different person. I can assure you. I think that adulthood doesn't really start until you're until 25. Like, once you hit 25, the difference between 25 and 26 is not that big. For most people, just in a general sense. But yeah, like, people rapidly grow and change so much until they're about 25 that, like, there's just rapid changes from year to year. So I don't doubt that you are just an entirely different person. What is this? Pilgrims. I or me. Where's... No. I don't think temples is right. I don't know what else to put there, though. Who? Who are you? This temple's book towards this book. I feel like a child in this chat. You are a child in this chat. You're a tiny baby. That's okay. I always spent time around older people, so, like, nothing wrong with being young. You just have a long way until you're, like, more solidified, if that makes any sense. My ex kind of opened my eyes to some really awful things that supposedly said to her, and I was like, yeah, if someone said that to me, I'd hit them. That person sounds insane. Yeah, and sometimes you just don't realize how other people take things that you've said, and also, like, the way that you phrase them. You're like, ooh, why did I say that? Like, that doesn't sound like a thing I would say. But back then, it was a thing you said. I've definitely had moments like that. I was like, no way I said that. No way I did that. Totally losing track. As gods. $35 in 4 months, 36. Scarlett's also 23. Both Both youngins. So we've got book towards this. I don't see I or me or as. I don't know what else it wants me to put there. Am I missing something? Unless it's not this, as if it's I. Towards I book doesn't make any sense. 1. Am I blind? Or am I just not seeing something else? Is it Pilgrims? Oh. I don't know if Pilgrims is right either. Alright, what do you fucking want from me? This is the one spot where I wish it would keep the stuff that I put in there already. Pilgrims. Pilgrims this book. Pilfer this book. Not where I'd hoped to be, but I'm very happy in ways I didn't expect and couldn't know. Yes. Same. I'm less of a babby than usual! So verb, but toward. Follow? Pilgrims follow this book? Like a traveler's guide? Still forget I'm 30 sometimes. I don't feel very different. But I feel like people now treat me slightly differently when they hear that. I thought you were younger. I keep forgetting I'm 31. I keep thinking I'm 26. I don't know why. I don't know why 26 has stuck in my brain. It doesn't make any sense. It's just one of those, like, I forget how old I am. In April, so woo! Be finally able to drink legally. Be hitting big 4-0 in April. Very nice. I could be 26. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? I'd still be the same age, whether I believe it or not. We're not through it yet. I was 26 for a good while, too. I was 26 for like a whole year. Can you imagine? We're seeing some very gorgeous places. If no one was keeping track, how old would you think you were? Right now? I don't know. I feel old. I feel worn out. At 41, I still feel 27, aside from body aches. You'd feel like you were even younger. I mostly feel about the age that I am. I just forget. Forget that I'm 30. 31. Jeez. See what I mean? I forgot. I forgot. I even had an entire cheesecake. I should remember this. 2020 was the year that felt like it lasted 10 years. Yeah, right. Ugh. I saw a wreck by the river's edge. Oh fuck, I wasn't paying attention. But we're not stopping for it now. You told me once we were already past it, you dingus. I would have stopped for it. Sometimes I feel like it was a recent memory, something I thought of when I was like 10, and I'm like, what? This is a very long trip. Very long ship trip. Alright, you take over. You do it. Time still feels pretty weird. We're not out of hard times yet, but it'll pass eventually. Yeah, it feels like there is an actual end in sight, as opposed to previously. I could show the metal hoop to Oroy. I don't forget what year it is, oddly enough. I just forget how old I am. Alright. Hopper me daddy! Micus? Let's try Micus. Nothing. Set Boyaki Rafar. I just want to try words. But I suppose we'll just do the regular cat kiss and see if it lets us in. It doesn't like that one either. Oh, there it does. Yeni Huake. It'll be like, oh, that just happened a few years ago. 15 years ago? Yeah, that happens to me. Like, I know I keep bringing up Taina. I'm gonna bring up Taina again 3 days in a row. Taina, Taina. No, I can't wait to see my name in lights. No one's gonna stop me. You'll see, I will go far. Taina, Taina. No, I can't wait for me being a star. That came out 20 years ago, Taina. I was 11. And apparently no one knows about Taina, but it's all on YouTube, so if you're curious. My voice is fantastic. Oh, thank you. I feel like I didn't do a very good job there, but I'll accept. Stars going bright, da 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 da. What's my name? Taina. 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 I watched the first episode and I was like, I remember this. The first episode is like 90% the theme song. It's just the theme song plays 3 times. It's so funny. And I was like, I remember thinking, wow, they sure do want you to know this song. Honestly, earlier you sang a note that I meant to mention was Pretty Chef's Kiss. Was it? Kidding. Hey, Uncle T, how you doing? Frustrating thing was that I was super careful with all the public health guidelines, even went a bit further and saw only 3 to 4 people for 8 months still caught it somehow. Yeah, I've heard stories like that. Like a person who hadn't seen anyone, hadn't touched anyone, always doing hand sanitizer, wearing a mask, staying inside as much as possible, and, like, she still got it. So much for your neighbor trying to get you singing lessons. I still think about that. I'm gonna think about that probably for the rest of my life. It was so shisty and so funny at the same time. I really felt like they left a YouTube comment. Like, that's the caliber of comment. Aaliyah, what can I do for you? Shh. You told me there's a thing I could put in my arm to open the Elbrath gate. Hell yeah! Let's go with that. What was that about? A Rebesca foil. Nothing much. just enough for the gate to recognize you. Show her the metal hoop. I found a strange metal hoop. Oh, we can't go back to the other thing. A hologram came out of it. Well, kind of. You can't just say a hologram came out of the metal hoop. That's... I recognized it immediately, of course. The neck hoop from a robot. But it won't do anything without a core. It needs something to project. Last thing I noticed is it's badly made. Oh, she's saying that, not the robot. Robots are beautifully, delicately crafted machines. This is an Empire period copy. How's the shop working out? Not getting any better. Have fun on the rivers, Aaliyah. Okay, so it's the neck piece from a robot. We're just getting confirmation after confirmation of, like, F yeah. That's what those things are. I blame where I live. Like, literally the architecture in a high-rise that was built in the 70s, and it's really weird. There's no proper inner ventilation. Huh. I was gonna restart singing lessons today for free, and I was, like, so excited, and I fucking slept through my first one. The next one is until next month. No! Can you see if you can reschedule for this month? Roommate needs basement for a job interview. Catch you later. Bye, DB. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you another time. Big hearts! Dominic, thank you for contributing to Movie Time. Right. You're a shitlord! The biggest lord of shit. You're a pile of spit. If spit were mixed with feces, you're basically diarrhea puddle of a human or something. Yay! That was a horrible song. That was not good. Aaliyah, come on in. All right. I want to see what... Oh, do I want to show Toppy the crown? I'm not giving you the crown, but I want to show it to him. That's an option. And Dominic, thank you for continuing that gift sub from J-Post. That is so kind. Thank you so, so much. By the stars and all the fishes. Aaliyah, I did not know you cared. Would you like to move in? You can have my room. I'll sleep down here. He's jizzing. I sleep down here anyway. Look at this beauty. I'm not giving it to you. I love you, but I'm not giving it to you. Yeah, he's like, yes, you are. You just don't know it yet. I love Toppy. I've simply not told you the price to which you can't say no. But I will. I won't hold my breath. You mean what? Show him an artifact. Okay, so he doesn't know anything else about it. I picked up a few items you might be interested in. I can't, she's in grad school, too. I know her time support. We gotta plan my teacher's birthday party, because she's also one of my best friends. And of course, birthday parties involve heavy quarantine. You can still ask if she has time. If she doesn't have time, she doesn't have time. You show me a feast and then feed me corn. Let's show him the incense burner. Because No. I want the paper fragment. Because I want to know if he has anything else. I want to narrow down the library. I think we can find the Steel Empire site. Fair enough. Well now. Still, I might be able to do a little distance with that. I have something of a similar period, I think. I got this scrap of paper. What you got? Yes, this is it. A dented compass. The casing has been carved with glyphs, too. Yes. This is why I like Toppy. He's like, most of the things I'm going to hand you have inscriptions. So I'm just like, thinking of reorganizing my playlist of YouTube singing lessons, work on that. But when I had stopped following, I had one, but I stopped following it after a while because of reasons. Fair enough. I should get back to training my voice. My breathing is just abysmal, and I've lost my ability to do high notes. I used to be able to hit really, really, really high notes, and I don't want to lose abilities. I only want to gain them. So, got rivers. We did follow. Do we have wind? I don't see wind. Put we. There's through. And. Follow. All right, so we've got a verb with motion and place. And this is indecision. Rivers trickle or turn or twist. A turn can be a place, or flow can also be a place. Like where it comes from. Through. I think turn. Rivers turn through. Not star. I think the nebula or starlight. I would say that this is stars plural, but that's not an option. But the nebula contains many stars. So maybe this is the nebula. And we follow them. That makes sense. Nobody knows. I sing significantly less since coming out. I'm so sorry. I'd hazard that this comes from the same place as the fragment of paper and the battered compass I found earlier. Woo! This will make the site of the ancient library of the loop easier to locate. So, you've seen the merchandise. The dented compass for your fragment of a book bound in wood? Yep, I will trade with you. I was trying to practice octavus singing for a while. It's kind of a gimmick, but it does sound really cool. I kept wanting to learn how to do, like, metal growling, but every time the Day Knights would have, like, a DK30 challenge, I would, I'd, like, get sick and be unable to do any vocal work. These sentences are getting long. The words in them are long, too. Ooh, 9 hours from Duchess. You're very close. Time zones still online, and your time is precious. Otherwise, I'd ask you to do exercises with me so I could check if I'm doing something correctly. I don't know if I'd be able to tell you if you were doing things correctly, to be entirely honest with you. I had lessons, and the word I was about to use was they destroyed my voice, which is not exactly what I mean. I mean that they changed it to a way that I didn't like. I liked that my voice was rough and unpolished, and I liked the way that it sounded to the point where I hated hearing myself for years, many, many, many years. Now I can't do shit, so I'm back to where I started, I think. Tibetan-style throat singing with a vocal fry to sing both the note and also artificially create a subharmonic. Yeah, that's cool. I get really interested in stuff for a bit. One thing a year or two ago was polyphonic overtone singing. So similar. Hey, Wormy, how you doing? Been asking my opera singer friends if they know any of the research on how to do metal growls safely, and they don't. There was a YouTube series for a while, but I think all those videos have gone down for some reason. It's a lot of work to even get my voice to what it is now, and it will take even more to be able to sing without feeling bad about my voice. I understand part of that. I'm not going to say that I understand the whole thing, but like the general feeling of hating something that is a part of you and that you used to enjoy it sucks. It sucks a lot. Like a good teacher should be able to like help you keep the good qualities you like. It wasn't a specific teacher. It's complicated and I don't want to dox myself. Well, it's less complicated and more I don't want to dox myself. But yes, agree. Caught up on Freakazoid. Runs around in his underwear. Freakazoid, Freakazoid. Do you know a channel that focuses on metal screaming? Vocal coach does professionally. Was it the Rocky something something? I'm gonna show him the axe. There's nothing wonderful about that. Aaliyah, I prefer engineered devices and gold and strange things. Not junk. Alright, I won't show you my junk next time. Pfft. If you're not gonna appreciate it. What you give me will keep me in business for a week. Anything more, let me consider another time, my fine lady. Okay, bye, Toppy. No, never heard of that? I think that was the other one. Voice hacks. It does sound scammy. Vagina!
Show me your junk daddy.
Oh, I will show you the daddy junk. Let's do it. One man's junk is another's treasure. There's a lady on YouTube who had a video on how to growl like Tatiana from Ginger. Very cool. And Simon, thank you so much for that cheer. I appreciate it. Taina, Taina. No, I can't wait to see those boobs they flop. They will flop into each other. Flop, flop, flop. Flop doing those boobies. There they are. I had to get rid of the music because it was starting to get muted on YouTube. Pardon. Ooh. I tried to have water. There are the boobies. They are perky and pleased to see you. They're dancing in the sunlight. The boobs are way chiller. Yeah, I want to get a different song or something. Did you really follow work, West? Or sense of adventure? So I moved from New Hampshire. I initially moved from New York because I couldn't afford to stay. And when I was leaving New Hampshire, I still couldn't afford to go back to New York. So I was like, okay, what is a city that I can walk around in? So I came here. That's basically it. And then I became a florist once I came here. But yeah, this is not a place I want to be. Portland is not my home. I don't want to be here. It is quaint and small, and I feel like I've seen everything I need to see. At the same time as having seen next to nothing. Oh my gosh! This feels so much smaller now! Alright guys, I am so excited. We're gonna go to this unexplored ruin. It bothers me that they put these ruins here, and I can't fly to them. We're gonna sail to here, and then we're gonna go to the Steel Empire spot. And depending on what artifacts or how many of them we find, We'll stop at Elbreth to see if Toppy has any other things. And then I think we'll go to the library. I'm avoiding Iox as much as I want to talk to Huang. I don't want Six to report to Mayari or for her to force her presence upon me. But I'm not telling her shit. Either path, so whatever takes me. Alright, left it is. Past controls, that means there's nothing to see on the way there. You need to have a running marathon at your workplace to call it Run Florist Run. Oh my goodness. My boss doesn't run. So it would just be me. I would be the only one doing it. I'm the only one who works there, other than my boss. Recovered a pocket knife. Just lying out there? You're surprised? Out of all the things we've found, you're surprised. Oh, Simon. Death and Beyond. I feel ya. I gotta move further out of Toronto for economic reasons, probably moving the next 4 months. Have a decent place lined up. Look forward to inhabiting it. Yeah, like, my apartment's nice. But, like, blah. Alright, so we've got people and fire and verb. Fight? Or we also put this in anger. It's angry looking, it's pointy. We've got toward, but also time and not a verb. So it's not feared. I think it's until. Because time and toward. And besides, it makes sense grammatically. Fight until death and beyond. Shank! Shank, shank! You're probably moving in a few months. You want to find a job first? Do you, Hey, it's plucky, I'll give it that. Do you have any ideas where you're wanting to move and or what kind of a job you want to get? Luckily, my boss does not want to stay here forever either. Ooh! Must... so with that... For Steel Empire, I think. Okay. Neat. So this is the place we just went to? Let's get over here! Plot a course! And we're going through the edge of the unknown ancient site, which is kind of exciting. Pass control. I don't need to fly. If there's nothing along the way, you do it. Then just move? What do you mean? I can't afford to go anywhere else. Moving is expensive, first of all. Second of all, the cost of living other places is probably going to be other places that I would actually want to be. Basically, I want to be in New York. I can't afford to rent in New York right now. If I had enough for a down payment, I could afford the mortgage on a place in New York, though. Isn't that nuts? The way from here is through unknown waters. So I have to pay a little bit of attention so I don't miss things. But yeah, also, I don't want to leave my job. And my lease isn't up until August. Like, there's so many reasons to just move. Get out of here. You just move. You do it. Whoa. So I'm sorry I can't look at chat. I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything. Even though sometimes when I am looking, we still miss stuff. There we go. Your boss is moving? Not immediately, but she plans to eventually. I would guess it dates from Steel Empire, Mistress. This should only take a few moments. Like, she was planning on moving the business to New York for a long time. It's And that's still the plan. It's just been postponed because COVID! And also, hey Deus, how you doing? Have you tried Old York? I would live in London. I want to be in New York. London would be my second choice. Wanting to do software engineering, have a lead on a job right now? Just a few things you need to do for it. Well, I will keep my fingers crossed. That's super exciting. Friend is always. Friend is forever. No friend? Love. Person love. Always is. A couple of friends of mine were living in New Jersey. Blah! Sorry. It's a involuntary reaction. I don't actually have anything against Jersey, but like, I'm not gonna live in Jersey if I'm trying to be in New York. I'm gonna be in New York if I'm trying to be in New York. 4 boroughs or bust. And I said 4, because I don't count Staten Island. I'm not living on fucking Staten Island. And I wouldn't want to be too far up in the Bronx either. Like, once you get out too far, you might as well just not even fucking live there. Because it just takes too long anyway. Eternal. That's my guess. Love is eternal. Just doesn't have the same ring as Neo Tokyo. Probably don't want to find some podunk town and stuff just to save a couple hundred. No, it's not worth it. Like, the moving costs alone would make it as expensive as just staying here another year, probably. To York. Stooge! They're gonna drop torpedoes! We have to launch the torpedoes like scorpions, because that makes sense. Put your hype foods in the chat. We gotta defend. I didn't say microwaves. I said hype food. Jersey, I thought you loved it there, Isaac. How are you doing? Fight, fight! We cannot let them take over our turf! Even if they have formidable firepower, we will munch and crunch them. Yes, yes. What's this about strawberries for 4 seconds in a microwave? It's a bunch of lies! Thank you for the raid, Stooge. What were you playing? How are you doing? Strong defense, Meerkats. I appreciate it. Okay, okay. Okay, okay! Enough! The derps are drowning us. Danganronpa 2. I have a friend who really likes that series, but I've never seen or played any of them. And thank you for the caster on Stooge. Stooge is a good friend of mine. And, lovely person. So you should go click the channel! Go follow. This is an unexplored river to the right that also might lead to our target. You sold me. God, this game is so good. Perhaps we should explore? Well, yeah. Why do you think I came over here, you dinghole? Sometimes my robot is dumb. Sometimes my robot is slow. It's interesting. So not in love with it yet, huh? I'm doing well. Just enjoying this game, enjoying the company. I was hoping to finish it today, but I don't think we're finishing it. But that's okay. Because we did a lot. This game doesn't really have downtime, you know? And not in the way that you would think of... What are these sparkles? Good question. I've not seen anything like them. Ice particles, mistress. It's just difficult to talk about. Gotcha. I don't know if I'm the friend she's thinking of, but I'm a friend and I like the series. I was not. I did not know you liked that series, Simon. I was thinking of my friend who may have changed her screen name, and I don't want to dox her. Someone I met in New Hampshire, a friend of Fred's as well. Bit like Phoenix Wright, if it did all the drugs and read all the visual novels. I've never seen or played Phoenix Wright either. I didn't grow up with consoles, so my experience with games growing up was very PC. PC heavy. Computers. Well, I guess that includes like old-timey Macs. Apple computers. Which are a little different. Okay, what do we got here? No light in your bright blue eyes. Emperor. There's 4. I'm every woman. Hearts give. We got hats. Got does not. Ba-doop boop boop. Every. As. I don't think that's where as goes, but that's okay. As. Striga's first experience with Phoenix Wright was on a phone. Interesting. Alright. Some things. We've got Emperor as blank for every yourself. Hearts. As yourself, every hearts for Emperor. No. Emperor, every yourself for hearts give. And again, Emperor, for every your hearts give. Still not right, but we're getting closer. Just remembered, Lecta, Plants vs. Zombies 1 is apparently on phones now? Is it? I love Plants vs. Zombies. I used to play that a lot in college. I would turn the music off and play Tool instead. Someone ported the DS release to iPhone. I did find... I mean, I totally did not find how I could play Treasure Mountain, which is a game from my childhood that I own a physical copy of somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if my grandparents have it somewhere. I know I wouldn't have gotten rid of it. Because I loved it. Online. Emperor's Only Hearts Club Band. Had restart multiple times. It's pretty much every time I upgrade. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Just... For the Emperor. Something... Give your something for the Emperor. James Maynard says plant the zombies and drink wine. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Let's see. So related, hearts and love are in there. Fruit. I don't think... It's not an object. And it's not sorrow. I would think loyalty. That makes more sense. You think EA bought them? 'Tis unfortunate. Must be close by. Cool. More words. I always love more words. More inscriptions. Still haven't really delved into wine. Grew up going to church that used actual wine in communion, so you associate the two. I associate it with my grandma, actually. For reaching all the way back. How did they ship their sculptures from here? In barges, I imagine. Very large ships. Drag them through the rivers? You'd need a strong ship for that. Yeah, no shit. They're made of stone! I don't know what that accent was, don't ask me. Words came out of my mouth with a weird sound. They're made of stone! Alright, to the left should bring us to the site. And there's already a thing! There's already a ruin. Hell yeah. You know what game I haven't played in a really long time either? Peggle. First came Peggle, then came Plants vs. Zombies. Those are the first games, like, as an adult, that weren't role-playing games that I, like, really dug into. I associate wine with religion and sex. Thanks, Catholicism! Oh boy. When we die, I didn't even have to look at the options. We die together. Again, didn't have to look at the options because I love that. Because the symbols make sense most of the time, if you can understand their components. Not a big wine fan, can appreciate a glass of the good stuff, but I've had too much bad. See, wine is the kind of thing that, like, wine and beer, I can drink really bad wine and really bad beer and still be like, I'm enjoying this. Although, don't give me Stella Artois, that stuff tastes like ball sacks. Liquid ball sacks. Like someone gathered a bunch of really sweaty ball sacks and just wrung them out and made beer. Oh, you get acid reflux. Sparkles appear to be settled by our passing, mistress. We melt them, maybe? Sweaty ball sacks. I like the combination of really meditative, soothing game. I like to going sweaty ball sacks. Hey, Trouble Magnet. There's a lot of good and expensive wine if you look a bit. Yeah. Yeah, like Snoop wine. That's a $10 bottle of wine. Pretty fucking good. Love that Snoop wine. Hi, Snoop. I wasn't talking to Snoop as if he's in here. I have a cork, a Snoop wine cork, and it's just above the camera, so it looks like I was looking at the camera as if Snoop is just, like, chilling with us. That would be awesome. I think I would flip out. I don't think that I would be able to be professional at all or act like it wasn't a huge deal if Snoop actually showed up and just, like, made it to my channel one day. I'd just be like, why are you here? I'm honored, but why are you here? What do you mean? Of course he's here, because he's in all of our hearts. If you rearrange letters of Balzac tea, you could spell Stella Artois. Stella is like Euro Bud. I'd rather drink Bud Light. Which, you know, still gross. We only have one site. What is this? Oh. Okay, so I basically go here and then go to the right. Because there's only one location. Billy lives in San Diego and says you basically can't find chain beer because there's too much craft beer. Is it similar in Portland? I could find chain beer. My favorite shitty beer is Miller High Life. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oopsie daisies. Shit. Which way, 6? Not this way, mistress. supposed to taste good. I know, but I hate it. It's gross. You think it's still better than Bud? I would much rather drink Bud. I like, okay. My favorite shitty beer is Miller High Life. Second favorite shitty beer is PBR. Pabst Blue Ribbon! Heineken! Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay, so if I go... I need to go to... well, I can only go one way. Okay. It's hard to navigate in here. Miller tastes like piss. You'll keep your Stella? Alright. Still have chain beer in Seattle, but the craft section is larger than most places. Nice change from Texas. I imagine most things are a nice change from Texas. Throwing shade! I don't actually have much of an opinion. It's just, it's in the South, and I can't imagine that that's fun. Can't imagine that's a good time. Oh yeah, then Portland has Rainier. It's not bad. I had the one that looks like it's got a unicorn on it. I first had it in Seattle, actually. Yeah, Bud is just short for Budweiser. Dos Equis? I have nothing against Dos Equis. Okay, how did I pass this? I think I have to go here and then to the right. The water's to the left? What are you, nuts? Did I read it wrong? Well, whatever. If you say left, I guess I'll go left. Or did you mean this was the left? What are you talking about? Turn left here. Okay, well, I'm trying. Is PBR also your favorite whiskey? Hell no! I'm not that nutty. No, you made me go the wrong way! You know nothing, dude! Blue Velvet, hell yeah. I'm glad someone picked up on it. Every time PBR is brought up, or Heineken. Heineken? Fuck that shit. Every time. They released edible seltzers? What do you mean edible seltzers? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not the direction I was going in. Video game. Isn't really South culture is different in a lot of ways. Okay. I mean, it's more south than Manhattan, so it's the South to me. I do love their sweet tea, though. I don't understand sweet tea. I don't get it as a concept. So I think I have to go left up here, right? Like, correct? Doesn't that... I can't go to the right because it's flowing into the same spot. Did we find it? Are we doing it? Okay. And then from here, I want to go left as well. We have been this way before, mistress. Yeah, great. You want to help me out? Instead of being a schlorp fiend? And then from here, I want to go to the right, the next turn. I believe last time we went left. Yeah, because you fucking told me to! You mean seltzers with THC content? Ah. Got you. God, that PBR whiskey. I had one tiny sip just for the hell of it. I cannot believe that bottle got drank. I cannot believe that bottle got fucking consumed at all. Turn left? No, I'm not turning left. I'm turning right. I'm ignoring you. You told me to turn left and it was wrong. You don't know what the hell you're on about. Yeah, see, now I'm going the correct way. 6 doesn't know anything. Don't take honey or sugar in tea? No. Do not turn right, mistress. Well, yeah, I don't think you know what you're talking about. We're here now. Like, like, hello, we're here. Or we're not? Like, did you break? There's something up ahead. All right, we broke it. Schlurp fiend? Did I call him a schlurp fiend? Yeah, sometimes these are schlurp fiends. Sweet tea means they sweeten a whole batch of iced tea.
Sometimes when you find a place, you find it overflowing with humanity, with life, with joy, with family, with struggle. Flames that burn so brightly they can still be seen as dancing shadows. Hundreds, thousands of years later.
If I'm ever drinking tea and it is bitter, I do a splash of
and then
milk.
other places are not like that.
I do not want sugar or honey in my tea. Why do I want it sweeter? I don't want it sweeter, is the answer. I don't add sugar to things, though. This moon is barely habitable, mistress. Is the target literally at an intersection? It was literally to the right! I don't get the map. It's really hard to tell, and sometimes 6 will tell you the wrong way. The soil here is rock dust. The air is no more than backwash. Ew. Nothing has ever grown here. But there's something here. There's a metal rail. There's tracks. There's a mine. There's a cart. There's stuff over there. There's a hole. We're not going to the hole yet. If you say T and then say T again after you say T, it would do 2 rows, apparently. Hype friend maybe needs a longer cooldown. Sometimes I indulge. I've mostly given up on colas. Yeah, I'll have like a soda as a special treat on occasion. I don't mind things that are automatically sweet. Like, soda is made sweet, but I'm not going to put extra sugar in my soda. Like, if I just accept when things are presented to me, like food or beverages, I accept this is how it is meant to taste, and I just have it that way. I don't add stuff to it. These symbols look new to me. Mistress, the cart is upside down? Right? Of course. Ta-da! I was gonna say, that looks upside down. So we've got day is 4. I believe you are correct with day, mistress. Don't go to the hole immediately. You gotta diddle the other stuff first. Hell yes, I do. So I think this is a robot-y thing. Or like maybe day is 4. It's not a jar. It's motion, though. Work, misery, escape. Work makes more sense, but I would say this is probably escape. Just like based on how it looks. For like emotion. Although it is in 4. And it is related to master. Fine. Day is for work. Night is for fucking. I thought this place made sculptures. This doesn't seem right. So my word for robot is probably wrong. Or something. I don't know. Everything's wrong. Sugar and caffeine go together like porn and nachos. Natural synergy. Ew, why did I say that? I've done that so often, Iron Imp. Chipped water goddess looks like it dates from ancient times. Sorry, I was reading chat. Her back appears to be marked. Reminded me of a relatives are stupid moment. My twice removed brother's mom didn't allow them Coke because it was carbonated and that was unhealthy. So to combat that, she used to put sugar in Coke or Pepsi to make it healthier. When on vacation, day is also for fucking. The oblongs. Never heard of that. Also, based on where you are, they probably don't escape, yeah. Okay, so we've got low, goddess, we've got of, home. In front or ahead? I don't see 4. We also have protect, which doesn't have a spot. Unless this is not home, this is protection. This is probably protection as a whole. Of. It's like protection of the goddess. All right, do it all over again. Of, in front, protect, and of. This part is a little tedious. I think if I had to say one thing negative about this game, this part would be it. Leave the stuff that I've put in, and then just take out the one that you say is wrong. I'd much prefer that. Four is part of in front. Yes. When I was little, my mom put sugar and Coke to help me with nausea. When I was nauseous, it did actually kind of work. Interesting. Because normally it's ginger ale for nausea because of the ginger and the bubbles. Or as Will and Fiona would say, fizzy make feel good. Okay, so this is a verb. It's related to turn, but it's down. Swing? And it's a people thing. Probably kneel. Kneel in front of... I don't think it's of. Guardian goddess. Yes. Because I thought that this was protect or protection. And who gives you protection? A guardian. Mom get you Sprite? Yeah, I feel like clear sodas are typically the go-to for that. The 2021 health trend will be the sucrose-rich ant diet. If it works, I mean, I don't smoke, but I keep some shitty cigarillos around if I get hiccups. That's probably the act of inhaling. Have you ever tried just a straw for hiccups? Because normally I can feel, like, if I'm eating too fast and I can feel myself getting hiccups, I will breathe really, really measured, slow breaths, and I can usually keep them from happening. I always liked faking sick because it meant my mom would buy me ginger ale. That's funny. An opening. What was I thinking? Oh, for hiccups. I have seen this work every single time if you already have hiccups. And of course you intend to go in. Of course I do. Lemon, sugar, and bitters. So maybe it was the sugar, actually, for hiccups. Well, Bear, you said she gave it to you for if you weren't feeling well, but not for hiccups. Never mind. I got confused. Just act way more sick than you were, so you make sure you get that ginger ale. It will be dark down there, mistress. Try not to trip over your feet. Try not to slip on your treads.
The wind died as we entered the tunnel.
Unsweet flavored fizzy water is great. I prefer unflavored seltzer to flavored seltzer. I don't like the flavors. The flavors taste too sweet to me. I'd much rather just have plain seltzer.
The air was ice cold.
But I do
It
love
smelled of
seltzer.
rust. Then we came out into a wide open space. Through all the murky dark, I could make out shapes, clinging like spiders to the rock.
You have 3 or 4 hiccups and then you're done? That's interesting. Hey, Jim, how are you? Yeah, I think it's the breathing for hiccups. Ginger ale and crackers, classic sickness treatment. Yeah. Never been a fan of seltzer, flavored or unflavored? Interesting. I grew up with it. Mistress, the chasm in the rock appears extremely deep. Proceed with caution. Yeah. Okay, I'm not ready to clamber across the cart yet. That's not very caution-y. There's a lot of stuff to look at over here as well. Take a mouthful of water, tilt your head back, and breathe through your nose. I never tried that. I've tried the drinking water upside down. That never works for me. Nailed shut. My dad would also make special soda, which was half orange juice, half seltzer. So it's basically like healthy soda. Do not... Something with time. Avoid. So it's close to beyond. So not away. It's a verb involving time. Oh, it's in launch, but not launch. Do not lose or stop would make sense. Or cease. Do not stop work. Don't stop till you work enough. Ramps. For robots. Maybe it's just that 6 reminds me of Kailu. It's exactly like the turret we saw before. With the same doorway as well. Does being startled help anybody's hiccups? I don't know if I've ever been properly startled with hiccups. It must be from a similar period. A control room. The control panels are very clearly busted. Positioned with a view out over the chasm. We've seen this design before. These are for robots. This one's been broken open. What's in there? Wiring's been ripped out. Why would someone do that? Because they don't want robots controlling shit? To make it work or to stop it from working? Any inscriptions? That's the good question. None. No doubt whoever used the panel knew what it was, mistress. Turn it on. Hard palate. JP. And if it does, and it causes this chamber to collapse, who would make a control panel like that? He's such a worrywart. A mining operation reliant on explosive charges. If that happens, you can hopper us out. Assuming the rubble does not block the line of sight required. Well, wouldn't we not be able to get out here anyway? Interestingly, if you're having bad stomachache, esophageal pain, a couple teaspoons of baking soda and water will clear it up, but it's hard on your body solution. Human optimism. I've never understood such an obvious evolutionary flaw. Very well, mistress. Yeah, the roof of your mouth is what the whole thing is called. The front is a hard palate, and then towards the back is a soft palate for obvious reasons. The control requires me to stay in proximity to it, mistress. Otherwise, it will reset. And stay where you are. 'Cause I'm gonna explore. Whee! Perhaps do not do anything rash, mistress. We have let it go! Let it go! Yes, there are literally 2 of them. I'll be right back, except for that it'll take forever. I'm glad I didn't try to climb into the chasm, but I do want to see if it's still an option. Maybe I'll save it for later. Oh, there's nothing here. It knocked the cart over. I see. There's an inscription. If anyone needs a good giggle, I'd recommend Googling the pink trombone. That's a penis. I can understand how sketched that sounds, but it's just a touchscreen vocal tract synthesizer with a mouse and touchscreen control. Okay. You are something of the nebula. Nebula is correct. You are the life water. The song, maybe? Blood? I think blood. Life water. Blood. Blood, 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 blood. You are the blood of the nebula. Smashed crates. Here's something. Ooh, crate things. An unusual brass oil burner. I think it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. Oil burning. The glass is the sort they blow on Elbereth. This glass about to blow. I prefer death water. What would death water be? That's just poison. Les poissons. Les poissons. Parents. Us parents. Then, I don't think this is gonna be correct. Cannot. Because there's an X in front of it. Cannot. Hour? That's not hour. One. What am I missing? Take. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna be right. Us. Parents. This is definitely gonna turn out to be cannot. And one. One looks like a booby. One booby. Give me it. Take. Parents. 1, us. No good. Yeah, I didn't think 1 was there either. Us. Parents. Take. Us. Us parents take us. Okay. Parents. Us. Take. Our. Is still not there. I want it to be there. It's just not. Okay, so it's... Oh, our parents. Duh. Okay. Our parents take us. Our parents cannot take us something. So this is divide, but it's not a verb. Away. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking! Sometimes I'm smart. A single solitary boob resting in the void. So what, were parents taking them to be made into robots? Is that why... I'm so confused. I really want to find out what precisely happened. We're getting closer. Just closer and closer. Definitely didn't mess around with the pink trombone for what felt like an eternity laughing my ass off. Of course you didn't. I'm gonna come over here. Another inscription! Nebula flows. The blood you provide? I think. Weeps, drinks. But it doesn't have a mouth in it. But it doesn't have an eye in it either. The nebula drinks the blood you provide. What was this place? And what is the nebula made out of? A mine for some kind of core resource? For blood. Almost closed. There's a button. Stuck on something. Fuck. It's a button, though. Maybe when we tell Six to let go, we'll have to come back over here and see if we can open that door.
Once, I'd found a hangar underground on Elbereth.
I hope these things were soundly built. Sure. It's a row of buildings, storerooms, barracks, and scaffolding. Nyan Cat was 10 years ago? Psh. That's half a Taina. God, I'm such a dork. Can I tell him to let go? I can't jump down. It's far too far. Taina. Let it go, Six! Hell yes! We're all dorks. Mere dorks. Derpy meerkats. For sure. Alright. Whoa! That was abrupt. I still cannot reach you. That's fine. The iron cart has moved. But there is a gap I cannot jump. Well, I'm gonna need you to step on it later for me to get back. Can't you hop her over the gap? Is there an eye? I cannot hop her without an eye. I am not magical. You're also not very nice either. Perfect. Leaving the robot behind. The rails continue up there. But there's no way I can jump that gap. The broken panel we found in the turret must have controlled the second walkway. I wonder why it was destroyed. So that they couldn't excavate whatever it was, I imagine. Far too far sounds almost worse than too far. Come back.
A narrow shelf of rock jutting from the chasm wall.
Maybe I can walk with my feet.
Grey buildings watched me with empty eyes.
I don't like the idea of the buildings having eyes that they're looking at me with. Yeah, neither of those bother me. Far too far. Far too far is different than too far. Too far is like saying in Swahili, sana, 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 sana. You just... Or very, 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 very in English. What's over here? Ha ha! Crack in the stone. Let me in this hole. There's a person here. Well, not an alive person, but you know what I mean. What is this place? It's probably where people could put the foils of the people in this statue to talk to their loved ones, but they probably had to share, I imagine. That's my guess. Bricks. To build a wall over rock, but each brick is carved. Names. Marked in the Elberethian way. Hundreds of names. This is a memorial to those that died. Hundreds of people. Count them. There must be 200 to 300 of them. The ones lower down are older. I wonder if we'd be able to translate those numbers better. If we had a better idea of how many. Because I bet you they're related! Because I don't think these are mining accident deaths. Like the ones in the Emperor's secret garden, a grave. Or a grave marker, anyway. An inscription! Yes, inscription. Yes. Such delicate work. Food time. Whee! Enjoy the food, Uncle Travis. Thank you so much for being here and hanging with us. We will see you another time, my friend. I'm going to finish this area, and then I'm going to have to tear myself away from the game, because there's no way we're finishing it. And my voice is on death's door. So let's see. We have. We have us. We have not every. And we've got whatever 100 might or might not be, and times. We have lived of. Not. I'm sure my translation for 100 is right. That was a whole entire guess. Okay, so this is not a verb. It does not mean truth. We know what truth is. It's close to eternity, but Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not all. Or some. Some of us have lived, that's what I said, hundreds of times. Some of us have lived 100 times. Is this a memorial? Yes, we figured that out already, honey. Catch up. Try to keep up. As voice ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. No! Some of us have lived hundreds of times. Fascinating. So let's check out the rest of the area. We've got more buildings. It's good to be out of there. I wonder if that was a space they were hiding from the masters. More crates. Can I not? I suppose it was obvious there were people here. Well, yeah. What would the robots do with all this? Dance? Celebrate? They're the masters after all. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. These panels seem different. Scratched symbols before we do anything. Scratch symbols. Scratch symbols. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh, we've never seen this before. Or I guess it is, it's in us or we. I don't think that's right. Wind has done something wrong. I cannot wait to... I just want to keep playing, but I don't want to keep talking because my voice is a sad time right now. We have... My translation for us is wrong. Yeah, that must have been one of my early ones. Because this is an object. Give, find. Harvest. Or R. I don't think it's R because is or B is just like that big long mark. Harvest has... So this is sort of past tense or after. It's got wind in it. Has taken us. Rebelled, failed. Nowhere completed. Has failed us, I bet. That's the only thing that really makes grammatical sense. Alright, these panels seem different. Like maybe people can use them? They've been sliced open? Like someone wanted to get at the wiring. Connect the wiring? If I get my hand in under here, just stick in your hand where you can't see, that's fine. Got it. Okay. Oh! And if I twist here, I think that's going to hold. Well, let's connect the wiring here then. What does this one do? Because we can't get anywhere quite yet. Ah! There we go. All right, now 6, get across and see if you can get a path for me to take. On my way, mistress. That should hold. Oh yeah, babe, stick that hand real good. Oh yeah. Mistress, I feel stuck. Well, you kind of are. Sorry. Sorry, bro. The walkway's in place. Go on then. But I'm not. Well, yeah, I was hoping he would go across. I haven't seen construction like this before. Maybe in the cratered moon with the ramps. What if I bring one of them down now that he's on it? So I'll bring the second one back down, and then he can come do this. Disconnect this wiring. I'm smart! Can't wait till lockdown ends and Lectus Twitch singing starts. There's no more Twitch Sings. Twitch Sings does not exist anymore. So bummed I lost all my Twitch Sings videos. Did they just delete all of them? That is some hot-ass bullshit. Why would anyone live here? They deleted everything? That sucks. So not only did they take the game, they took all of the hard work that everybody put in. Well, I uploaded a lot of it to YouTube, but like duets that I completed with other people just went to my channel. You know? Okay, so let me take a better look here. So this one did not bring it over, so I need to disconnect the other one as well. Get back on the flow! And so I need to get 6 up there. So I think connect the first one and then disconnect the other one. Oh, nope, there it goes. Morg Smash, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Code of the Hype. Here is your meerkat. Welcome dance. So yeah, you'll have to go to YouTube if you want to hear me sing, and please do not go off exploring again. But I need you to come over here. Stay by this panel, 6. Don't follow me. Mistress. Mistress, I do not approve. I need to get over there, and I need you to click the things, so just do what I tell you. I don't care if you don't approve. I need to be up here. Do the thing. Six, raise this walkway for me. Welcome, Morg Smash. How are you doing? Just saying hi before I go back to work. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for being a patron of the Hype for 6 months, Gurgur. I hope you enjoyed your parade, and here's your royal salute. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, I'm having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for keeping up your patronage and for saying hello. We should hang out soon. Don't break the control panel, 6. And you watch your step, mistress. There are holes. And I hope you have a good day at work.
Pits had been cut down into the rock, while overhead, a natural opening yawned into space.
Hello, space! Everyone say hi to space. Definitely a mine. Which, was there any doubt? Scattered rocks. Fallen through the hole in the roof, I suppose. Or the only right here, which is strange. I think this is probably where they sifted the rocks. Or they say something. That looks like it's writing. That's writing. Ah, I see now. Hell yeah! Am I smart or am I fucking smart? Yeah! Hi, Spaz! Careful what you wish for. When it's safe again, I might go on a cross-country road trip and end up at your doorstep. Okay. It just says save us. No translation needed. But yeah, if you just like showed up at my door, I'd be like, oh, hi, come in. They were trapped. Did the robots leave them down here? But why write this? Hoping that someone on a river would see them, I suppose. Guys, let's all borrow Plekta's apartment. I'd be totally fine with that. What about their precious ethical cores? I don't know. But there is a big old pit. Gonna walk around near the pit. There's a ladder down. Oh, it's not really a good ladder. It's not a good ladder. Before I go over to the obvious look at me spot, I want to come over here to make sure that we haven't missed anything. Okay. Just checking. Yeah, I'm an extrovert. I like being around people. Something just visible. Nothing. I must have been mistaken. No! Oh, debated. I got so excited. Can I look down here? Maybe there was a ladder here. There isn't now. There's something carved inside along the edge. Da, 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 da. From work life. I've got some of these words. Party at Lecta's! Woo! Just wait until we're East Coast. And wait until I'm East Coast again. And then, like, we'll have a huge party. So I think this is maybe robots, but it's like... yeah, metal would make sense. Stuff involving robots, stuff involving stone or earth. From metal... comes, present tense of came, from metal comes metal, from work comes life. Sure. It's a strange motto for a sculptor. But you didn't say it was wrong. Let me in! Alright, we've got one more thing to look at. Unless that was the thing to look at. Alright. Nope. Haha! We've got another thing. Got another thing. I'm excited by all these things. Okay, so I can't climb up here because my character doesn't know how to climb. No, stay West Coast. I don't like it here. I do not want to be here. There's nothing here for me. Pits in the rock. If I was going to stay West Coast, I'd move to Seattle. It doesn't, of course. But it seems to go on forever. But still, I wouldn't want to fall in. Drop in a stone, because why not? No, West Coast poop coast. West Coast... Test coast. The loneliest clink echoed back up the shaft. It's a long way down, deeper than any statue could need. I don't think statues need. There's a ladder. Are we gonna finally go on the ladder? Go on the ladder, go on the ladder, go on the ladder. Mistress, I can see you. Mistress, please desist. Get in the hole! Get in the hole! Just be very careful. I would hold on to the edges, not so much the planks. It will test you, but also it's like, you know, tech stuff. Okay, there's a pick here. I'm losing energy by being down here. A mining pick. Wait, I don't feel... Oh, there's poison gas. Air down here must be poor or poisoned. That looks like farts. If there's anything here, I should find it quickly. I'm trying. Hewn walls. This place was dug. Do we have... anyone got a canary? Water's above.
I was stumbling over my own feet.
Well, be more careful. Whoop! An old basket. For hoisting things up. But hoisting what? My chest tightened. Alright, well, keep going. Look inside. Empty. Fuck. Come on, there's gotta be something down here. What do we say? Do we try and go in here? Carve scratches! In the pit! In the pit! It's not just Poop Coast because of when I moved here. If I can stop my head from spinning long enough to read them, just do a quick rubbing and get out. This is the end of a longer line of text. I thought she was like, this is the end. Keel's over. Hi, kitty in the window. Aren't you so cute? Look at that adorable little kitty. What are you looking at? What do you see? Sometimes the hole gets back. Alright, so we've got withering. Withering Palace will fall. It's gotta be fall. That will do for now. Withering Palace again. Are these two sites connected? Yeah, no shit. Did miners from here break into the Withering Palace? There's some kind of other marks here, too. Honey, you're about to pass out. The river's around the Withering Palace, perhaps. I can't move, also. There we go. Alright, we gotta get it back out, because I'm about to blow! Kitty misses you. Hi, kitty. Should bring some strawberries over for old time's sake. Simon! No! I do not. I do not microwave strawberries ever for any amount of time. Just climb. Just fucking do it! Stop talking about it and do it. I can't. Sure you can. What are you doing? I can't do it. What are you doing? It's too far. Hold your breath, have a rest, and try again. I'm trapped. You are being overly dramatic.
My lungs were burning.
Hey, Six. I need some air. It's all poisony down here. You think you're missing something? It is a fat load of lies. You're not missing anything worthwhile. Don't worry about it. Well, might as well go in a hole then, huh? Where is that robot when I need it? I don't know. I think we should go down this one. This one had the carvings. Hope you all get all the parties when you want when this pandemic is over. Hell yeah! Light. I'm also, like, delusional. Oh! This corner, there's a hopper. Bless the waters. But is it a faulty hopper? Camel's teeth. What are you? It's a sort of hopper, or it's an eye. That's what I was thinking, because it kind of looks like the heads of the statues of the gods. But the gods only have one eye. This must be a god. But why are you the wrong way up? What was that? A flash of light? Now, Aaliyah, you go now. Oh, I'm talking to myself. I thought for a minute the eyeball was talking to me, and I was like, well, that's a fancy eyeball. Camel's toe! Stop telling lies, JP. Oh, I guess there's nothing over here, huh? Well, can I climb out or what? I've now gone in every hole. Did we gain strength from seeing the eye, or like... No? Touch it. Lick it. Lick the eyeball. Alright, let me come back in here. Is there something over here? Why did she say you go now and then she refuses to fucking climb? I can't breathe. Did you hear me? Can you even... Thank you, God. Or goddess. You don't think licking an eyeball is a good idea? I think it's a grand idea. Somewhere new. My surroundings have changed. Where's my shit?
Travelled the nebula in an eye blink.
I'm in Elbereth. Am I alive?
It wasn't possible, but I'd done it.
Did I die? Did I loop? But this is Elbereth, isn't it? It saved me. The god saved me. It sent me home. I'd better take a moment to get my bearings, though. I'm dizzy. Oh, I so am gonna speak to the gate.
Vagina! Lick my eyeballs, Daddy.
Thank you, Simon, for the cheer. I will lick every eyeball you have, my friend. Did I come here through the gate? Oh, she's just talking. I wanted to take a minute to catch up with you guys. It's a hopper. Leave it to the god to know that I'm from Elbereth. Everyone else is like, you Ioxians. And I'm like, I'm not from fucking Iox. I wonder if these things were how the ancients traveled the nebula. Maybe it has a line of sight to the mine. I wonder if it could take me back again. And more importantly, I wonder if it could take me to the other spot that doesn't have any rivers to it. I wonder how you'd even turn it on. Just ask. Amir said he spoke a word that made the gate take him away. Well, let's try it out then. Set boyaki refar. Merci? No? Set boyaki refar. I don't have enough words. It only wants me to say Kibenya. Dang it! I was hoping we'd find another hopper or another word to say to the gate. Well, actually, we can say Kibenya or cat kiss. Unless we have a knife, in which case it's like... Nah! You would have guessed cat kiss? It is. That does let you in. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing here right now. Mistress. There you are. My ethical core has been most concerned, mistress. How did you find me? Did the god tell you where it sent me? Hell yeah, go with... go with the answer that tells him nothing, but everything. I have not been in touch with any gods. I was informed of your location by the Elbereth Gate, mistress. So the gate told you where to find me? How did it do that? Indeed, mistress. Its core observed your arrival, of course. It recognized you and wished to return you to, well... The gate believes that you belong to me, mistress. That's what I thought! That's what I thought! That it was informing me that my property had been located. But how did it tell you? Because robots, masters, emperor, master. I received a communication, mistress. It called me. Ring, ring! I got your shit! I am most glad you are intact, mistress. I was not looking forward to explaining the loss to Professor Mayari. Time to go, mistress. Yeah, let's get on the ship. Because I don't think I found any objects to show people on Elbereth yet. So I don't really need to talk to Tapi or Aurora right now. We found a lot of things that were etched into other things. We found a brass oil burner. Found an opening into the moon? Oh, the moon. I was thinking, like, in the sky. Chipped model of the water-bearer goddess. So I guess we found two things. The miners did things before the Dark Age. Hey, Chaz, welcome back. Or hello. I'm good. I'm gonna need to find a good save spot because my voice is dying as much as I just want to keep playing this game. I'm also curious to see if there are any objects that I can interact with. Okay, I guess not. So this is a good spot to stop. I have such a hard time stopping. I have such a hard time stopping. I love this game so much, but I feel like... Oh, wait, what? Did I accidentally... Oh, when I switched scenes, it must have counted as, hey, let's go a place. Alright. So maybe we'll just do one more. We'll just at least get on the road towards... We'll get on the road towards this ruin. It's fine. And next time we'll have the site of the ancient library is where I'm going to go next. So... Oh. There was nothing actually there. Okay. Never mind. It disappeared. I thought I plotted to a space. Never mind, then. We don't have enough from the unknown ancient site to get there. And I believe if we go to Mercy, that will progress the main story. Because I think on Mercy they've got a wellspring, and if we can figure out how to get the wellspring going, we can get a river over to the observatory. But we can't do those things yet. So we will play this again on Tuesday. I have to stop. I don't have a problem. This happens every Tuesday. I'm like, fuck, I just want to play more. I just want to play more. So yeah, I'm going to exit the game. If it'll let me out. Let me out. Okay, I actually have to pick a location. Vente, thank you for being a patron of the Hype for 6 months. I hope you enjoyed your parade, and here's your royal salute. Thank you very much. All right, so just in case they say anything when I click on this, because I can't actually exit the map without trying to go a place. Thought you were done a long time ago. Yeah, I streamed an extra 26 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, it looks like we have another full day of streaming this. All right, I'm quitting. Saved just now. Excellent. All right, it's gone. It's closed. It's gone. It's closed. It's done. Okay, so I'm going to find somewhere for us to raid. Someone playing something good, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with us all. I have had a lovely day. Wonderful conversation. The game is amazing. We will play it again on Tuesday. So if you want to see the ending and the culmination, we're doing it next week. I'm confident that we will be able to finish it next week. Also, I will be posting the schedule for next week as soon as I'm offline. So if you want to see when I will be around next, you can check the Discord channel, but I'll give you a hint. You can find me on Will and Fiona's channels at 5 p.m. Pacific for the Blackout Club on Friday, and then my stream will return on Saturday at 8 a.m. All right, my friends, let's raid Evil Space Bunny. She is playing Call of Cthulhu. We haven't seen her in quite a while. I know her from Portland Meetup. And drop some Meerkat emotes in her chat for me if you wouldn't mind. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I need to stop talking. My voice hurts. Have a good one.